like that. COSI has always been like the shining star of visitor, that's right, of customer service, et cetera, et cetera. Roy Schaefer was the head of COSI for so many years, and so many of us in the Science Center business have always looked to COSI to really be inspired on how well they visit their guests. And how about last night? Did they do a good job or not? All right. This team who switches the gear out in between is awesome. Okay, I don't want to mess this up. Steve Witt is the manager of experience programs and an author. He just came out with a book called The Turtle and the Universe, which is a children's science book. That's right. Science book. And you can get it at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. If you see some guy like hanging out the children's section, Barnes & Noble, that's him making sure people like notice that he's
only 2 people buy my book. That's not nearly enough. So, buy my book.
What he is going to be doing now is something that they do every year for every Columbus school 6th grader comes at once. 5,000 kids all at once see this demonstration at the Schatzenstein. Did I get it? Schatzenstein. Oh, I call it Stein. Schatzenstein Center. This is like fun with liquid nitrogen.
Yes.
Oh, before you do that, I have one other thing to say.
Please.
We have a lot of talent in this industry, and the way that I find out about this, and people who would like to be in the live demo hour, is you come up and tell me. Otherwise, Dante would be doing every show because how many friends do I have? So, if you are interested in being in the live demo hour after the show or anytime during this conference, give me your business card and write live demo hour or LDH on the back of it and let me have that business card so I can contact you for future shows. Just out of curiosity, how many people out there would be interested in being in the live demo hour one of these days? All right, we got another folks. That is good. So without further ado, from COSI, Steve Witt.
All right, thank you. Hello everybody, thank you for coming to Columbus. We are so glad to have you here. We are having a fantastic time hosting this ASDEC. Today, we are going to use one of my very favorite things in the entire world, liquid nitrogen. Woo! Liquid nitrogen, which is proof that God exists and that she wants us to blow stuff up.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, liquid nitrogen. 320 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit, 196 below 0 Celsius, if you're into that kind of thing. We're going to pour it in here. And of course, the amazing thing about liquid nitrogen, tonight that it's so heavy, is that even though it's extremely cold, it is actually boiling all the time. Now, how can that be? How can it be boiling if it's cold? Well, boiling doesn't mean hot. Boiling means changing from a liquid to a gas all the time. And that's what we're going to show today. We've got my thermos, Tiki. My Tiki thermos. Liquid nitrogen. Being very careful not to spill. Just kidding. We're going to take our liquid nitrogen, put it into a very complex piece of scientific equipment known as a plastic Pepsi bottle. Guess who has pouring rights at COSI?
Yeah.
All right, so here's our plastic Pepsi bottle. Again, being very careful not to spill. So because this liquid nitrogen is boiling, the gas is always coming out of the top. What if we don't let it out? What if we trap it? Well, here I have a wooden cork. We're going to press the cork into the bottle. And now the pressure inside this bottle will become so large that eventually the weakest part of the bottle, which I sincerely hope is the cork, eventually bows out. And these are your take-home gifts for the day, by the way. Get your cork. There you go. Woohoo! Look out. One more time. Let's go on this side. Pressure, pressure, pressure. There it is. All right. So, the cork flies out of the bottle. What happens if instead of putting the cork on top of the bottle, we put the bottle on top of the cork? You want to find out?
Why not?
I have here a launch pad, 3 corks, 3 bottles. Every once in a while, when I do this for the 6th graders, while I'm doing a 2nd or 3rd bottle, another one that I've shot in the air comes back and hits me in the head. That's the best show ever. They love when that happens, so root for that. Here's my 3rd bottle. Let's get some more liquid nitrogen. So this white stuff that you see coming off of liquid nitrogen, it's not smoke, it's actually a cloud. Liquid nitrogen is cold enough to change the liquid water all around us in the air into little drops, or the water vapor in the air into little drops of liquid water. That makes a cloud, and that's what you're seeing right now. So here's our liquid nitrogen, boiling away, changing to a gas. That gas wants to take up more space, but we are not going to let it. We are going to trap it. And here we have our liquid nitrogen rockets on a countdown from 3, 2, 1. There's one. Woo! There's another. There's another. Oh, there they go. Where'd they go? There they are. All right. So now we've discovered that the wooden cork is the weak link in this demonstration, right? What if, instead of blocking the top with a wooden cork, what if we screwed on the lid?
No!
That could make a huge explosion that would send shrapnel all over the audience. Maybe I shouldn't do that. You know what? I thought about it. I'm not going to put liquid nitrogen inside this bottle and screw on the lid. Do you know why?
No.
So I'm going to use this bottle instead!
Oh!
And as long as we have 2 trash cans, let's do 2 bottles! Woo! Now, here's the tricky part. I'm going to put the lid on one of them, and then I'm going to put the lid on the other one. Where'd it go? Come back here. They're scared. As you can see, they're terrified. All right, so there's the lid. I'm kind of hoping that the bottles wait until I put them into the trash can before they explode. But you never know. Yes. Absolutely. You've got to have the water in there. That speeds up the explosion. Without that water, you're going to get a very, very long time before the explosion happens. Those bottles keep falling. Is there a breeze in here? All right, we're going to put them down at the side. Here's one bottle. We'll just pour it on in there. As you can see, I'm very careful not to waste my liquid nitrogen. Very important not to smoke. What's that? Where do you find nitrogen? Take a breath. All around you. Everybody hold up your hand. One hand, right? Take 4 of your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's nitrogen. Your 5th finger is what? Oxygen. And the dirt under your fingernails, that's everything else. All right. Just to ensure that we get an explosion, I'm going to get a little bit more. Just a little bit more. A little bit more nitrogen. So at COSI, we do a show called So Cold It's Hot. We do 3 bottles at once. It's a little scary for the demonstrating. But that's what makes it fun, right? Here's our nitrogen. Now the trick is that I can't drop the bottles into the water until both lids are in place. So, it is going to be very important for you at this time to please cover your ears. Here are our lids. There's one. Here's the other. 1 bottle in the hole. 2 bottles in the hole. Here come our explosions. Anytime now. Remember the splash zone. Here we go. Any second now. Any second. Double barrel explosion. All right, now. You may think I'm done.
Oh no.
But oh no. Because we have one final demonstration. You have seen how liquid nitrogen likes to expand, likes to grow, likes to get bigger. In our final demonstration, it's going to expand all over me. In this container, I have lots of hot, sudsy water. Over here, we will have our liquid nitrogen. I will be standing right there with my head over the bucket. When the liquid nitrogen, 320 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit, hits the hot, sudsy water, it will instantly change into nitrogen gas. The hot, sudsy water will instantly fly up into the air, I have to change my safety goggles for this. And it's very important for me to keep my mouth closed. One time I forgot to close my mouth, and then a reporter or TV wanted to ask me questions, and I was like, okay, so I gotta keep my mouth closed. And here we go. In the immortal words of Daffy Duck, I can only do this once. Everybody ready? Marianne, you look worried. It's okay, I've done this at least twice, I think. I don't remember the last one. I woke up in the hospital. No. Everybody ready? Here we go. The liquid nitrogen bubble explosion on 3, 2, 1. And there you have it. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah!
Wow.
All right, Speed Wit. Ashley, let's get everybody up here on stage for the big 2012 live demonstration hour. This was awesome. Come on up here. Kristen, Jenny, Holly, Dante, Steve, I'm Eddie Goldstein. See you next year in Albuquerque. All right. Nice job. All right.